Hello, I'm Daniel from IGN, and today I'm joined by Adam Barty, who's the European Community Manager for Pro Evo.
Hi Dan, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks. So today we're going to go through the very new version of PES 2014. So first off, we're going to just play a match. We're going to make you play this match because you're the man with the PES skills.
I am the PES Messiah. I have been called that.
This is just a demo, so we haven't got all the teams. That's important just to flag that up.
Yep.
But who are you going to go for, do you think?
Well, it's a video that's going to a lot of people, so I'm probably going to be the strongest team against the weakest team, obviously.
Okay.
Just to make sure I win this one. To be fair, it's extremely difficult. This actual build as well, hopefully, is the one that everyone's going to be playing after they see this video at Gamescom.
Okay.
So it's a nice little exclusive for you guys, just to show people the game.
Is this possibly going to come out to a demo to Xbox Live or PSN maybe?
Possibly, yeah. We're still going through all the checks and stuff, as you know. But I think the most important thing for us is to get the game out the best possible way.
Okay, so you're going into game plan here.
I just want to show everybody.
You're a serious
the game
player.
Plan.
Okay.
Well, no, I think first of all, it's a really cool look that we've had over the years.
Yep.
I think it was brought in 2012, but what you have here is just a really clean look to the players. As soon as you click them, you get like a menu and details. A lot of the fans want that little hexagon, remember PES 6 back in the day?
Yep.
So you got that little cool stuff as well. So I just wanted to show people that. And then PES is serious on the strategy. So here you can see how you can change all your game and stuff, but I won't bore you too much.
How much do you usually get quite involved with that?
Myself personally, yeah, especially with this PES as well, because it's a game which is all about balance, really. It's about the big teams being able to be beaten by the smaller teams. So a really good strategy can combat somebody who likes to run down the wing with a really quick winger and cross the ball in.
But all that sort of stuff's optional though.
100%. Yeah. That is for the connoisseurs, I should say.
Right, okay.
If you want to go in and really get in.
See, this is the first thing about Pro Evo this year is just look how good that looks, PES, this year.
Well,
the stadiums look fantastic.
Well, we are now using Fox Engine.
Yeah.
And this is the biggest reason why anybody who needs convincing of PES, or I think needs convincing that we have changed things up.
Okay.
This is the biggest reason that we're using Fox Engine, and it's an engine which has got a lot of hype from outside the football community as well.
Because I think a lot of people probably knows this through Kojima. It's using the name of his company Fox, but also it's used in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Absolutely.
But it's not just kind of a superficial thing, which is great as well.
Of course.
People care about graphics. But what kind of other things does it bring to the...
There's a number of things really which I can talk about. I mean, Fox Engine is the engine in the heart of this game, but it allows us to do so much more. One of the key things for me is something called True Ball Tech, which we brought in, which is the freedom of the ball, separation of the ball and the player. In the past Pro Evos, as soon as you passed the ball to a player, the player and the ball would become one object. So you'd be tackling the player and the ball. Whereas this year, full separation.
Actually, I've been playing the game quite a bit recently. I think that's the biggest thing I noticed. But that feels like football. I play football. Well, maybe not so much anymore. But that's the thing. It's not magnetically stuck to you. And it takes a little bit of time to get used to that. Because I think most of the football games out there, you're kind of used to, I've got the ball. It is one entity.
Yeah, exactly. And along with that, with the Fox Engine, it allows us to create amazing graphics, but we've also got the animations, which is brought in with something called MAS, which is Motion Animation Stability System.
Okay.
And that allows us to do real-time physics. It's a reaction of the player and his surroundings and the ball and its surroundings as well.
Okay, so is that what I've noticed is lots of nice little contextual animations when I've been playing. So if a pass goes a bit stray, a player will stick out their leg to kind of trap it and stuff like that?
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of the animations need to be context. A lot of the fans especially have been wanting PES to have a brand new engine, mainly for the visuals, mainly for it to look realistic. So when a player passes the ball, it's actually context to real life. And the result of an action looks realistic. It's something that you would see on TV. You see a little backflip there.
I think that's the stuff that looks really realistic. When two players come together and you see their arms, they've got a lot of kind of self-awareness with their body.
That's right, yeah. And it's the weight as well, which the users when they do play the game, they'll be able to know what I'm on about regarding the weight of the player as well. It's very realistic. Something that we want to do this year is really bring a full simulation experience to the user as well. So it's not exactly something that you might master straight away, but you'll certainly enjoy straight away. Thank God no one saved that. But yeah, I mean,
it's quite hard to talk and play at the same time, isn't
very
it?
difficult. But I mean, one thing that hopefully you can hear is the crowd as well. It's something that we're tweaking beyond, going forward. You can start hearing the crowd whistle because it's the away team taking the corner. It's something called Heart of Football, which we brought in, which is something that I spoke about before regarding the smaller teams being able to combat the bigger teams.
So, right, just go into this a bit more. Heart is kind of one of those intangible qualities, but everyone who plays football, watches football knows how much passion and spirit mean to the game and to the sport in general. How do you translate that into a mechanic or a feature?
Yeah, sure. So in the base of it, in PES, we've always had form arrows, but now we also have this heat map on the player, which you can see in game plan. And this actually starts off as blue, as like a lukewarm feel. Some players who are captains of the team will actually start off red to show that they're very, very motivated for the game. And the way that sort of changes throughout the game, and also I should say throughout your Master League season, is how the player performs during an action. So if you make a successful pass, he'll slowly go more warmer, with more motivation. If he makes a miss, he'll become less motivated and really upset as well.
So how does that actually affect what they can do in the game?
So it's the stats, really. It sort of gives them a little boost.
Okay.
So if a player scores a great goal, or actually a great example is this: you are 2-0 down and you score a goal to bring it back to 2-1, there's this boost of your whole team to try and fight back and to create, like as you get when you're playing away from home, the home team usually raises its game.
Yep.
And it's that way of trying to emulate that feeling of playing away. So when you do watch a Champions League game, for example, Celtic against Barcelona, when they won at Celtic Park, you'll feel that, hang on a minute, that was...
the 12th man, but not the referee.
Yes, absolutely, as well. And it's difficult to bring that in, I guess, in a way where the user doesn't feel cheated.
I was going to say, because I think the big concern, a lot of previews, and I think I mentioned it in mine, was the kind of the balancing thing. How do you kind of police that and make it fair? Because you don't want suddenly you've scored a goal and the person who's leading 2-1, they've done well throughout the majority of the match, are suddenly put at a disadvantage just because the other two players score one goal.
I think it's going to be a really compelling reason to play a single player career more so.
Okay.
It's an option which you can turn off in multiplayer, so if you're playing competitively or anything like that, and it's not something that's activated online, which I think shows that we do listen to the concerns of people. When we actually introduced this, the first question was from a pro player who said, hang on a minute, is that going to mean that I can't, I'm going to get duped out of winning a game because of the system, which is completely fair. And until people experience it and actually believe in it, then maybe we can go forward and implement it across the game, but as long as it's done perfectly and not in a way which is extreme.
Okay, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Say this is true, I used to play PES a lot when I was back at university. Say I haven't played it for a few years, but I'm interested because of the Fox engine and I've heard that. What's the other big reason you think to lure me back this year?
I think the biggest thing for me is actually the brand new engine. People have wanted PES to change, PES to become new, and I think the biggest reason is this new dedication with the new engine, with reimagining the game in terms of making it extremely realistic, look realistic, and play in a way where it's going to reward you if you're a hardcore footballer and actually a hardcore football fan. Something that I'm fully aware of. A lot of the users might know is that I used to run many websites, gaming websites, PES, and actually FIFA as well. My God. Shh.
You'll get fired out of it.
Yeah, exactly. But so I do understand what the fans of definitely want in a football game, not just PES fans as well.
So I think the true football fans are game agnostic. They want the best football experience, and
Exactly. And I feel like with this new engine, it's an excuse that fans might have heard in the past, where we've always talked about the limitations of us having an engine, the limitations of us having things that we would like to do, like the animations and the visuals and stuff like that, and not being able to do it. And we were very quick to actually blame the old engine. This time we have a brand new engine and we want to show people what we can do. And that, for me, is a big enough reason for people to actually give us a chance. Let us prove to you that we actually understand what you guys have wanted over the years. And, people like yourself, Dan, who huge PES fans in the past. I think everyone is.
I think a lot of people in the office as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's loads of people in the office, and they tend to only play sports games when they come in. We play them at lunchtime. These are people in our marketing and sales teams, and they all have really fond memories of PES. I think now they always perceive it as a kind of a bit more of a trickier game to get into, a bit more of a skillful, sophisticated game. Is that a fair perception, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And I do think that we are going to be catering to a more football-centric user than a more casual pick-up-and-play user, but it's not something that we regret doing. You know, it's something that we actually...
That's a conscious decision, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. And you have to as well, because I think as a football fan, you know, you do have games. It's only 2 really out there, but they both sort of cater for a certain audience, I feel.
Yep.
And I think if we're giving the user the more authentic experience, then I'm certainly happy with that.
Totally.
So as you can see, 90 minutes, it was a very, very fair and even game. Very difficult as well. This is actually on the highest difficulty, just so you know.
Just put that out there as a disclaimer.
Yeah, well, I have not won 5-0, but as you can see, mate, possession stats are everything in football these days.
That's what it is, yeah.
Absolutely dominated that game.
Well, I think in the next video, you're going to probably take me on, and I guess you'll probably score some goals then.
Well, it depends how good you are.
Terrible. Cheers, Adam.
Thank you.